Everything in life was stacked against Epictetus from the very beginning. He was born 2,000 years ago in the city of Hierapolis, not as a citizen, not even as a free person, but as a slave. He wasn't even given a real name. Epictetus literally means acquired one, a label more than a name, like an item on a list of property. He was beaten, mistreated, overworked. The results of his labor were stolen. His body was abused and pushed to the limit like an animal, like a workhorse used until it collapsed. And when he finally gained some footing in life, he was exiled, unfairly and without cause. Still, he didn't crumble. He didn't fall apart. In fact, he became stronger. Epictetus didn't see his life as a tragic story full of pain and injustice. He saw it as a series of opportunities, moments where he could choose how to respond, how to grow, and how to live well. He once said, "A podium and a prison is each a place, one high and the other low, but in either place, your freedom of choice can be maintained if you wish." That's how he lived. No matter how bad things got, he focused on what he could control: his opinions, his values, his desires, his identity, and everything else, he let it be. To Epictetus, every event came with two handles, one that helps you carry it and one that doesn't. He chose the handle that gave him strength. While he was still a slave, Epictetus worked in the court of Emperor Nero, surrounded by power, wealth, and status. But what struck him wasn't how free those people were, it was how trapped they were. They were obsessed with status, addicted to comfort, constantly chasing attention and approval. Their minds were scattered. They couldn't handle criticism. Minor insults felt like deep wounds. They held grudges. They lived shallow, anxious lives, always at the mercy of what others thought or did. Epictetus, the actual slave, realized he was freer than most of them. Why? Because his mind wasn't enslaved. He had self-discipline. He had purpose. He wasn't tossed around by every emotion or craving. He was grounded. So he pursued knowledge. He studied under the great Stoic teacher Musonius Rufus. He learned that real freedom doesn't come from owning things or having power. It comes from mastering yourself. Eventually, Epictetus gained his physical freedom, but long before that, he had already freed his mind. He went on to become a teacher himself, not of memorized facts, but of how to live. His students weren't just everyday people. They included some of Rome's brightest minds. One of them would go on to become Emperor Hadrian. His teachings even reached Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. Think about that. A man who started life with absolutely nothing, not even a name, ended up shaping the thoughts of the most powerful rulers in the world. That's the power of Stoic wisdom, and that's the legacy of Epictetus. Epictetus didn't just teach resilience, he showed us how to build a good life no matter the circumstances. His story reminds us that adversity doesn't destroy us, it reveals us. Circumstances don't make the man, he said. They only reveal him to himself. That idea is at the heart of Stoic thinking. Life isn't something we fully control. We don't choose where we're born. We don't pick our parents. We don't get to decide how other people act. But what we do control, always, is how we respond. The Stoics believe that we're actors in a play. We don't write the script. We don't cast the roles. But we can choose how well we perform the part we're given. That's our job, to play our role with excellence, whatever it happens to be. No one's saying it's easy, but it is powerful. Even if we can't control everything, we still have agency. We can shape our character, we can shape our choices. We can turn hardship into strength, pain into wisdom, setbacks into growth. That's what Epictetus did. He turned a life that should have broken him into a model for the ages. So maybe you're going through something hard right now. Maybe the odds feel stacked against you. But remember, you still get to choose what handle you grab. You still get to decide what kind of person you want to be.